The next time you go to Walmart, take a look around. What you're going to be seeing is children on iPads, on tablets, on phones, on games. When you go to a restaurant, instead of talking and playing with our children and teaching them how to be patient, it's so easy just to whip out our cell phone. How does that affect a child's development? What we know and what we've learned thus far is that children need to play and interact with adults and the world around them in order to grow and develop. There are fabulous apps out there that I myself use as a mom and a teacher that help with letters and numbers and sight words and letter recognition. And those apps can be great for a child for maybe 20 minutes at a time. A recent study from Einstein Medical Center in Philadelphia found that 14% of babies between 6 months and 12 months use an app or get a screen for at least an hour every single day. And as they grow, that number increases to 26 months, to 38 months. And we find that parents are giving screen time to soothe the child rather than a pacifier or a toy. One thing that we know is that children learn through their experiences. If a child is placed in front of a screen, then they're not playing, they're not talking, they're not interacting with the children and the world around them. The American Academy of Pediatrics says that excessive electronic media use causes attention problems, school difficulties, and even obesity in older children, and that television and other entertainment media should be avoided for infants and children under 2 years old completely. So how can we use technology in the classroom? When it comes to infants under 2, we should avoid passive screen time. This means that if an infant is fussy or crying or a toddler can't sit still, rather than putting a screen in front of their face, they need adult interaction and stimulation, not an electronic toy. If we are going to use technology in the classroom, it should be done in conjunction with interactive play. So if we're playing a video, we can sing along with it, we can dance, we can talk about what might be going on in the video. If we're reading a story on an ebook, we can talk about what's happening in the pictures. And instead of using the narrator's voice, we can read the story out loud. Another way that we could use technology with infants is by giving them interactive technology, like a button that they could push that makes a sound, or switches that they can flip, or games like that, rather than just staring at a screen. As we begin to talk about older kids, for example, kids in kindergarten or kids who are in first grade, we can look at the use of screen time for letter recognition and number recognition. And it's often found that schools are using tablets during teaching instruction. And while the use of tablets for academic research and linking letter recognition and sound recognition is fantastic, it's still important that we limit the use of technology in the classroom and that children are not spending a majority of their learning time in front of a screen. As children get older and move into second and third grade and even the following grades, it's really cool that we can use technology to do our research and let our children explore stuff that interests them. I mean, the internet is literally a gateway to endless possibilities of information. It's important to realize that kids are getting technology and screen time wherever they go. And while we might want to just eliminate it from school altogether so children can play and interact with their environment how we want them to, but it's probably too late for that. So that's why it's important for teachers to know how to use technology correctly and to make sure it's stimulating and engaging in their environment rather than just putting on something for them to zone out on. Because all of our children are going to grow up, they're going to move away, and they're going to need to use technology in our everyday world. As an educator myself, I think it's important that we use technology correctly. I use it in my classroom. Something I do is do brain breaks where we play lots of dancing music so the children can dance and sing along with moves. So we're incorporating engaging videos and physical activity so the kids are learning to move appropriately with their classmates. We also use our tablets in the classroom to document activities that the children do. For example, if they build a castle in the block area, we use our tablet to take pictures of what they're doing, and we can put that together in a booklet at the end of the year. We also use it to do research when the children have questions, as we use creative curriculum. So if the children have a question about anything, we can use our tablets to look up the answer or watch a video on YouTube about how the world interacts with each other, how garbage trucks take garbage to the dump. We can look up pictures of the dump. We can look up pictures of garbage trucks. The kindergarten classroom my son goes to has an iStation in where they include technology and learning to use technology in one of their classroom rotations. So 2 times a week they go and have an iStation where they play games and interact with the letter recognition and math and numbers and all the other games that they play. But rather than have it in the classroom, they do it on a rotation schedule. So these are just a couple different ways that teachers can incorporate technology into the classroom without having it overbear and have harmful effects on our children who need activity and socialization more than any other time.